Hi guys, it's me Ty here, and today I'm going to talk about can you um, still buy a reliable new vehicle here in 2025 for pickups I'm talking. And I'm happy to be able to answer your question that yes, you can get a totally reliable engine that will last forever. Uh, I'm sure so many of you are aware that with all the different pickup manufacturers, like the half-ton models, they're having so much problems. Chevy with their active fuel management, where it shuts off cylinders and it's taking out the cylinders and just yeah. Some guys have $15,000 in engine repairs. These are in the brand new ones here, and then they also have electrical gremlins too. We are having issues with the Toyota Tundras. They're in the half. You hear about the engines blowing up on them like crazy right now. Uh, the Fords with the 5.4 liter, all the brand new ones here, their cam phasers are going out and people are having to tear down the engines. My brother's got a pretty new uh, Dodge Hemi half ton, which that'd be 3/4 tons as well with the Hemi, the 5.7 liter, and he just lost all compression on one of his cylinders, and that is um, what is it? Yeah, it's gonna be $3,000 because they said the head's got to come off to change out the lifters, and the camshaft has to come out. They have to change that out, and it could be, and they said 3,000, but they said that sometimes the valves feed into the head, and it makes the valves a reverse mushroom. So then it could be a lot more than that. So I've been researching like crazy, and with my career, we had a huge fleet of pickups. I'd say about 30. We would order in brand new pickups all the time, and we would try all of them. We would buy brand new Ford 3/4 tons. We bought brand new Chevy 3/4 tons. We didn't buy the Dodges. We've had brand new Nissan Titans. We buy brand new Toyota Tundras with the big 5.7 liter V8 in them, which have a lot of power. But the pickup that right now, here in 2025, that impressed me the most, which I realized that Ford just got a newer engine. I believe it's like a 6.8 liter or something. Well, the one I'm going to talk about is a 6.2 liter. So we ordered in a whole fleet of brand new pickups in 2011 when Ford came out with the brand new F-250s, and they said they were going to get awesome mileage. If you got the Power Stroke diesel, they were going to get like 21 miles per gallon. And if you ordered in the brand new 3/4 ton gas 4x4, it was supposed to get 19 miles per gallon. So I got to drive that one quite a bit, and that 2011, and that thing was like driving a monster truck. Ours, we ordered them all as work trucks because we wanted the steel bumpers in the back and the front. Because as you've seen with the new pickups nowadays, if you have to drive through any snowdrifts like in New York, it's not going to work for you. You're going to hit a snowdrift and it's going to smash the entire bumper out. Ours actually still, if you order a brand new, it doesn't matter if you get Chevy, Ford, whatever. Um, if you order the work truck model, they have the steel bumpers on the front and the rear. Um, so, so like I said, with this 2011 that we had, that thing it came factory with a diff lock in the rear. So just in two-wheel drive, you could just power through so much mud. We go through like 2 feet of mud with this thing. It was just amazing. It did ride like a darn covered wagon, though. I mean, it was rough riding. The cab did not seal up the best. I remember with it, ours being a crew cab, you go over bumps and everything, you could hear the creaks in the back door. And then also the cab interiors are not as durable like the dash. It's not smooth like a lot of the other pickups. It's kind of got little ripples in it or whatever. So you go ahead and you throw your sunglasses up on the dash or your cell phone or your two-way radio up on the dash, and it just scratches the heck out of the dash. And then also the um, the radio controls when you're pressing on them, like the screen or anything, you gotta clean it off. We busted out so many of the screens, but I tell you what, that 6.2 liter gas engine is indestructible. Um, if you're just looking for to go back in time to a pickup where you don't have to have the engine tore down for the littlest darn things, get a Ford. And then also, like my brother, he has got the 6.7 liter Power Strokes, and he's got a 2019 he bought when it was only 3 years old with all the bells and whistles on it. And then they also have a 2011 that they had when it was really new. And both of them have that durability issue with like the radios, like so that gets and then the dash gets scratched up or whatever. But they have absolutely had no issues with these 6.7 liter Power Strokes in those either. But the Ford dealer did tell us though that these engines they like run forever, these 6.7 liter Power Strokes, but once they get wore out, super high mileage, um, you are gonna have to spend $20,000 on getting the engine repaired, which is still way cheaper than whatever $85,000 for a new Power Stroke diesel pickup. So, um, as most of you know, I am big into the 99 to 2006 LSs, Chevy pickups, the gas ones, and or the half tons and the 3/4 tons, the 5.3 liter, the 6.0 liter. They just run forever. Most of them you see still on the road for sale with 330 to 360,000 miles, and they just keep going. But it would be nice to upgrade to a newer pickup where you don't have to deal with fixing all the time and stuff like that. And definitely, if I was going to be buying a new pickup today, I would be ordering in a brand new Ford 3/4 ton pickup, not a half ton. Get the big engine; those are the ones that last. And then also, and I remember our mechanic at work. I asked him, I was like, man, me as one of the workers that drives these brand new 6.2 liter 3/4 ton Ford diesels 2011 and newer. I was like, it seems like this thing never break down. And the mechanic's like, well, every pickup has its issues. And he's like, we have had some rear end work that we've had to do on them. And it's like, big deal. The rear ends are easy to work on. It's not like you're tearing apart an engine or a transmission or a transfer case, the main powertrain. So definitely go with the Ford 3/4 ton pickup, 2011 or newer, you guys, or get the 6.7 liter Power Stroke 3/4 tons, 2011 or newer, and you guys will be so happy. And a thing that had turned me away from them for so many years, I remember when Ford went to the new body style in 1999, and one of my coworkers bought one of those, and he said the pain about those is if you need to change out your spark plugs, you have to pull the engine because that back one is so far back. And I don't own a lift because the right way to pull a cab on a pickup is you want to have a lift in your garage or your shop to go up underneath the rocker panels underneath your doors, and it lifts it straight up. And but my one of my buddies and my brother, they've they pulled a lot of cabs off. My buddy, he's got a 2010 Ford Power Stroke, and I asked him how he pulled the cab off because I went to his house one time in their shop, and he had the cab pulled off, and it was sitting on top of the box because he was doing some engine work on it. And if any of you guys know about those pickups, I believe that was like the 6.0 or 6.4 liter Power Stroke, but his didn't have that anymore. He was actually spending $20,000 on the conversion kit, and he wanted to put a Cummins diesel in it, and that's what he did. He'll never get his money out of it, but he just thought it would be really cool to do it. And like I said, he used his their Traco excavator to lift it off. I'm not sure how they did it that way. And then my brother, ever since I was a kid, on like his old '80s square body Chevys, he's always pulled the cabs off and the boxes off and swapped them. But I've never been there when he does it, and we never owned an excavator, so I don't know how he does it. But it sounds like it's pretty easy for him. I always thought I'd damage the cab. So, um, and what is a lift? I guess probably $6,000 to have a brand new lift installed at your house. So, and then also, if guys are using excavators, that would mean that any of you could go and buy a Farmall M loader tractor. And my one buddy, he went ahead and he chained a big long, like 20-foot long pipe inside the loader bucket of his, and he was able to lift up the rafters for his brand new shop that he was building. So that's definitely an option for, I guess, YouTube, how to pull off cabs on pickups, you guys, without a lift. And I'm sure you guys will find plenty of results there. So, yeah, all I know is just stay the heck away from Chevys right now and stay the heck away from the Fords or the Dodges, and stay away from the Ford half tons. But once you move into the Ford 3/4 tons, gas or diesel, you guys are golden, and you guys are gonna have reliable trucks. And I just from seeing on all the commercials, even there, they're talking about how I think Ford is the #1 selling pickup in the United States. Like people have discovered that, hey, you don't have to tear down engines on the big Ford 3/4 tons. They're actually reliable pickup, like the '99 to 2006 Chevy 3/4 tons were back in the day. So, all right, if you guys like this content, like, share, and subscribe. And I will keep kicking out these videos here from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. All right, bye.